Foreign ministers of India and Pakistan and other SAARC members will be under one roof on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly meet in New York. The gathering comes in the background of the cancellation of Indo-Pak foreign ministers meeting. Remember, India rejected Pakistan's offer for talks, triggering a war of words between Islamabad and New Delhi. And joining us right now for more on this is our principal correspondent, Siddhant Sibbal, right straight from New York. Siddhant, so what is expected at the SAARC meet today?
Well, the stage is all set for India-Pakistan clash here at the United Nations General Assembly. India has already set the tone. India's External Affairs Minister, speaking at the Nelson Mandela Summit on Monday, spoke about the issue of terror, how this issue can be a major problem for the world, and it already is a major problem for the world. India, of course, has been calling for a common definition of terror through the Comprehensive Convention on Terror since 1996, but on a Thursday, India and Pakistan will come face to face at the Western Hotel here during the SAARC informal meet, which is going to take place. It happens annually on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly, but this time we know tensions are high between India and Pakistan, between Islamabad and New Delhi, and those tensions have come here at the United Nations General Assembly. India, of course, will be raising the issue of cross-border terror from Pakistan in that SAARC informal meet. We know what has happened on SAARC. Not only India, but Afghanistan, Bhutan and Bangladesh boycotted the summit in Islamabad, which was to happen, saying that till the time Pakistani establishment stops terror from its soil, there won't be any SAARC summit. So that is the main focus on Thursday. But we have seen comments by the Indian Army chief, who has hinted at a surgical strike in Pakistan, the second one which could happen because of Pakistan's continuous support to terror and supporting, providing safe havens to terror from its own soil. This has rattled the Pakistani establishment in Islamabad, and its impact can be seen here at the United Nations General Assembly. On Pakistani side, we do expect Pakistan to raise Kashmir at the United Nations General Assembly, and India is all ready to tackle that. We spoke to a number of diplomats who said that it's an annual itch for Islamabad.
Well, Siddhant, like you said, we have been seeing a bit of power play in the past few days. What else can we expect today in terms of power play at the UN General Assembly in New York?
Well, when it comes to global power play, we have seen what has happened on Tuesday. The US president spoke, the Iranian president also spoke, gave his views about global foreign policy, his view of the world, and other leaders such as Japan and France. But the big focus was on US and Iran. We saw how President Trump, his second speech here at the United Nations General Assembly, focused on Iran. He said that the Iranian leadership is a brutal dictatorship, and it's using and plundering the resources of the country. But he was very soft on North Korea. That was expected, given the fact that a number of summits have taken place, including the Singapore summit, and he hasn't ruled out another summit between him and the North Korean leadership. So that remains on the US front. Iran was, of course, the Iranian president paid back in the same currency. He said that it's wrong from the US president to withdraw from the Iran deal. He said that how it's detrimental to the global security, stability, and he said he's ready for a dialogue under the framework of the United Nations. So a lot of global power play happening here. Even the Japanese Prime Minister spoke. Shinzo Abe said that he is willing to meet the North Korean leader. So a lot of positive development on that side. But we saw how the United Nations Secretary General spoke, and outlined the global issues, saying that there is a threat to multilateralism. Multilateralism was the common thread when all the leaders spoke on Tuesday. So that remains the biggest issue, the threat and the cracks that have developed in multilateralism.